The Royal Welsh, a highly trained branch of the British Army.
Stay close, stay close.
You're gonna fight to the end.
A frontline armoured infantry regiment.
Go, go, go.
It's a fighting unit on high alert.
The job that we're doing is life and death.
If Britain is called to fight a war in Eastern Europe,
time to go to work.
these soldiers need to be ready.
Delta, give me rapid! Move!
It's a regiment with a legacy like no other.
The Royal Welsh, we are the best.
Hardened from the bloody battlefields of history. With 6 months unprecedented access. We'll be there. For every trial.
Dickie, let's go!
Lads, take it!
It's very intense.
Let's go! Gotta be sick, go to the fence.
Games in it.
Carnage.
Every tradition.
Get it down your necks, come on. Life's delicious and strong.
Every triumph.
Charlie, come there!
As these soldiers train for war. Witness the pride and the honour.
One of the greatest honours anybody would ever get.
Of serving king and country.
What's that down there?
If we go to war, I want to bring every one of these home.
This time, new troops are forced into the firing line.
Then why haven't you got gas?
Come on in.
Sergeant Jacko wrangles a tricky recruit.
Oh, you can play silly buggers, aren't we?
It's crunch time for a new warrior gunner.
You're always going to be anxious. There's so many things that can go wrong.
Wait!
Lucknow Barracks, Tidworth, Wiltshire. Home to the 1st Battalion of the Royal Welsh. On base are 600 troops across 12 ranks. Living
You want some food?
and working side by side.
Yo!
Every year, 50 new Fusiliers from Wales and beyond join the regiment.
Now I collect my washing with the tablets and the sugar, good to go.
Shaping them into the soldiers they'll soon become are the Sergeant Majors.
It's made quite a few thousand coffees, I reckon, and I've only had it 6 months. Without that, I'd be even more miserable than I normally am.
Company Sergeant Major Phil Franco from North Wales has served with the Royal Welsh for over 19 years.
I was 16 when I joined the army, so yeah, pretty young. I knew I wanted to be infantry, so when I went to the careers office, all I said is that I wanted to be frontline because of the Iraq and Afghan war that was going on at the time. And then he just forced me into the Royal Welsh, which made sense because clearly I was from Wales. We are ready to go.
Today, Franco rules over Charlie Company, made up of 95 soldiers, most of them under 25.
The best way to describe Charlie Company at the minute is probably inexperienced and immature.
Got my Friday juice. The PlayStation.
80% of my Fusiliers have joined me in the last 12 months or less. In terms of having life experience, they have little to none.
In first, at the back. I learned that off TikTok. War woman.
Nothing can really set you up for how army life's going to be. And you need someone with my experience who's done all of the jobs from Fusilier, Lance Corporal, Corporal, Sergeant, to not only pass on my wisdom, but to grip people who are stepping out of line as well.
It's Franco's job to keep order. And for him, discipline starts at home. Room inspections are routine. He expects every bed made and boots shined.
Go and inspect the men. We'll take the bottom floor.
Okay.
And then if you two take the middle floor.
Go in there. That's Sheila, by the way.
The junior troops live on site Monday to Friday in 76 flats.
Each flat has 6 people living in it. And then we have a kitchen that they share.
Eager to impress on his inspection is 24-year-old Fusilier Louis Charlton from Surrey.
Yeah, I'm not 6 foot, unfortunately.
He's been with Charlie Company for 9 months and is already a committed soldier.
I love this job. It gives me everything. I could never work behind a desk, ever. It's not my thing. I just want to stay a kid for the rest of my life, roll around in dirt, and yeah, that's why I joined, really.
And his youthful buzz goes beyond the barracks.
I thought England were going to win the Euros, and I was really confident about it. And some of the Welsh boys here had a bet with me while we were in Cardiff, I think we were, for a parade. And the bet was, yeah, if England don't win, I've got to get that out of my arm. And now, yeah, I can't wear an England shirt for the rest of my life.
Charlton needs to have his room spotless to please his Sergeant Major. But today, he has company.
Ooh! Spider. Help. Ooh! No.
And Franco's all-seeing eye misses nothing.
But this is the communal rooms that they've got. So they've got fridges. What normally tends to happen, I'll come back next week and that pack of bacon will still be there. That irritates me. Charlton, you owe me 10 anyway. You owe me 10 press-ups.
What's that for, sir?
What's it for? What the fuck was you screaming about?
Oh, spider, sir.
Then you get.
1 set, 2 set, 3 set, 4 set, 5 set, 6 set, 7 set, 8 set, 9 set, 10 set.
Up you go. What was that for?
For being scared.
Being a fucking lizard. You're fucking infertier.
With his room inspections done,
And then where I'm going to take you now is, this is what we call the scruff bar.
there's time to relax before his next task.
Yeah, this is a scruff bar where we haven't got to get dressed up, so we haven't got to be in collar. I don't think we can just be ultra relaxed, have a few drinks. You've got dartboard, pool. You've got leaderboard. Where am I? Oh, luckily for me. Let's put that to where it should be. I'm very good, very good. So no one will question that. But it's just somewhere where we can go and relax, let our hair down, you know, away from the Fusiliers and corporals. There's even a sign on the wall there saying, what happens in the mess stays in the mess.
Sergeants and officers live in separate accommodation called messes.
Sergeant's mess is filled with soldiers who have gone through the ranks. They're a little bit hard. And the other side, you've got all the Ruperts who have just left uni, finished Sandhurst, very well spoken.
Which fruit has the most calories?
And that's very much their space. So at lunch, for example, they'll probably do some sort of quiz.
Avocado.
And then here we're telling fart jokes.
But today, Franco has his work cut out.
I am off to see the lizards. Yes, let's make sure they've actually packed their lizard things.
With the threat of war on our doorstep,
Go on, right, troops. So what we're going to do if you like a kit check?
he needs to make sure his young troops are conflict ready.
As previously stated, I will be checking the items on that kit list.
He's about to take them on a brutal week of battle training.
You're going to test the platoons to see how they cope with essentially conventional warfare. So we're going to go to the hills of Brecon, which is a challenging environment within itself anyway. Being young and naive, it can be really challenging, but you've got to make sure they're all tactically sound, taking them into war, making sure that, you know, they've got all the equipment that they need, you know, they've been taught all the lessons that they need to be taught, trying to keep them alive.
But before they deploy, he needs to make sure every item is accounted for.
Everybody show me 2 sets of empty P-shirt and trousers.
Right, get it up in the air.
Make sure all of you got your rations.
See this one, what's this one? Chicken mushroom risotto. I'm not eating that.
Right, where are the fucking tags for these 2 biscuits?
Where the fuck's yours?
I'm beginning it, sir.
So when we capture somebody, and then you get all of their equipment, how are you then going to, as the phrase goes, bag and tag them if you ain't got a fucking tag to go with them? You won't be able to, will we?
Even one missing item will earn you a dressing down from your Sergeant Major.
We can scream and shout at somebody, but there is a time and place for it.
I want you to show me your gas bottle, and then I want you to shake it next to my ear so I know that it's full of gas.
If they can't manage the basics, I'm going to rip their face off.
Are you fucking cut drug, dude? Yeah. When did you know about this picture? Actually, how many have we had already?
1 or 2.
Then why haven't you got gas? How are you going to cook?
No, my fault, sir.
I've now got 90 adopted children, which I'm not looking after. I want them to be the best that they can be. Training can be really difficult, as it should be. So in reality, getting these ready for the war that they may fight is a huge responsibility, especially for people who have not much life experience. It can be pretty daunting.
You've had 2 weeks to sort this shit out now, and you're acting like fucking lizards. Off you go.
Coming up, Sergeant Mark Jackson is feeling the pressure.
So I need to make sure Schenken is on his best behaviour and nothing goes wrong.
And Sergeant Major Franco has a tough call to make.
We're going to fix the problem so I don't have to bring one of them back in a body bag.
The Royal Welsh.
Get him! Get him! Get him! Get him!
A modern regiment
Get them Webb's feet on.
with historical roots.
We have what's called a tenor drum. The battle honours, you can see, that are inscribed on here.
Called upon in times of crisis.
That was my first tour in Iraq, and I am driving that warrior.
From its base in Tidworth, Wiltshire. But its historic roots lie 95 miles away in Cardiff, South Wales. Today, Maindy Barracks is home to the 3rd Battalion, and Sergeant Mark Jackson is on the road for his daily run.
It's an half-hour, 40-minute drive, and it's good to come into work to spend the day with Schenken. As long as the weather's nice. If it's raining, he won't even come out of his house. And here we are, Maindy Barracks. Time to see the boy. Yes, this is one of his treats, but they've got to be room temperature. And he doesn't like carrots.
Lance Corporal Schenken may be a fussy eater.
Hello, handsome.
But as the 3rd Battalion's regimental goat,
You're covered in your bedding.
he eats like a king. After 24 years in the 1st Battalion as an infantry soldier and dog handler, Jacko's latest role allows him to show off his softer side.
My current appointment is the Goat Major for the 3 Royal Welsh. Come on in. Oh, you can play silly buggers, aren't we? It's a hard role, it's a busy role, because your commitment, you're in 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Come on in. Thank you.
Jacko's been the regimental goat major since 2013. 5 years later, he recruited a 10-month-old Schenken IV. A goat has been the Royal Welsh's mascot since 1775, when during the American War of Independence, it's said a wild goat led Welsh Fusiliers from the battlefield to safety.
You lift the barrier, please. Thank you very much. You've got to have a very understanding partner, because on Christmas Day, after you've seen your children open their Christmas presents, you've got to then come to work and look after the regimental goat. Yes, I know. Come on in. There are people on camp who said they'd gladly come in to feed him if I want a weekend off, but he's my son, my responsibility. Good boy. Come here. Thank you. Yes, I know. I'd say we got a pretty strong bond.
Just like the other serving soldiers, Schenken also gets a room inspection.
Oh, look at the mess he's made. This is the glamorous part of the job that people don't see or see. He's out in the field now, gives me a chance to sweep up all the spilt food that he's knocked over, fluff his bedding up for him ready for when he comes back in.
Schenken's well-being is Jacko's top priority.
You he's got heating bars on the side of the wall. And unfortunately, he did have a radio, but it blew up yesterday. And I haven't had a chance to buy him a new radio today. Well, I have got the a CD of the regimental band, which I put on now and again for him. But mainly, it's Heart FM. He's happy as Larry.
Jacko's made sure their bond doesn't stop at the barrack gates.
He now comes home with me for the odd weekend. He chills out in the back garden. He even chills out in the living room.
But before he can put his hooves up, Schenkin still has his urn to keep.
Yes, he is a goat, but he's a serving soldier and he gets a wage the same as every other soldier in the British Army.
As part of his duties, in the morning he'll lead 40 Royal Welsh and the regimental band in front of a packed-out stadium in Cardiff as Wales take on England in rugby.
Of course, he's a rugby fan, he's Welsh. And yes, he will be rooting for Wales to beat England.
Deep in mid-Wales lies one of the MOD's toughest training locations, the Brecon Beacons, known for its rugged terrain and unforgiving landscapes. And it's here that young soldiers are thrown in at the deep end.
It's important that we take them out to places like Brecon to push them as hard as we can.
Sergeant Major Franco is on the ground to test C Company's basic combat skills.
This is my first experience in 18 months that I've got my full company together to see how they can actually soldier.
This exercise aims to replicate the environment they may face if they are deployed to Ukraine. They'll be tasked with ambushes, assaults, and survival deep in the woods. Something Franco knows firsthand.
My first tour was in Iraq in Basra. Now, I missed the first, I think it was 3 weeks of that tour, because I had to wait until my 18th birthday to fly out. It was daunting, because before I even got there, we'd lost some of the company already. It was a constant barrage. When you went out on patrol, more likely than not, a vehicle would get taken out by an ID and a few injured from mortar fire. It was a real war zone. Getting these ready for the war that they may fight now with Russia is actually more difficult than anything we faced in Iraq and Afghan. So getting them into the right mindset for that is a challenge.
"24-year-old Lance Corporal Carl Mason has served with the Royal Welsh for over 5 years.
I'm going to have to do that track, yeah, obviously, yeah.
So I joined the Royal Welsh purely because I was doing joinery and I'd got an apprenticeship, got to my level 3, and I think I wanted to do something more with my life. I thought, what a better option to join the army and, you know, travel the world and just do military stuff as you see on movies.
Yeah, come over here.
And this week, he's got his eye on promotion.
I just want to get to the high ranks. If you put, like, the work ethic in and you know what you're doing at the right time, I can potentially be a section commander.
And Mason's ambition hasn't gone unnoticed. Franco is pushing him to see if he's ready to step up.
This will be the first time that Corporal Mason has been acting as a section commander since he got his Lance Corporal stripe, and he's doing that to try and prove to us that he's ready to go on his next battle course.
A section commander plays a vital role in directing missions. Mason must lead his unit to an enemy-held location.
Push down and cut a right. Happy? Roger.
Covering 4 miles of brutal terrain, carrying 20 kilos of kit, they must remain hidden from the enemy throughout. They near the location, but if they're spotted, the whole ambush is compromised.
Over there, silence. We've just been contacted, 1 time's enemy dead. We're going to push forward.
Having lost the element of surprise, Mason and his men must move fast in order to provide cover for the assault team.
Yeah.
He's in position, but Mason can't locate the enemy.
There was no one, the enemy wasn't firing out. I don't know what I'm looking at, I don't know what I'm firing at. That's a lot of pressure on me.
The assault team are waiting on Mason's signal to attack.
If any enemy come that way, you have my permission to fire, yeah?
But with the enemy hiding out, Mason's unsure of his next move.
Yeah, I can't get eyes on we're fucking in!
And his lack of comms is putting the whole assault team at risk.
Get on comms. Platoon commander, yeah, type of information he requires.
So you have 1 times enemy on the left-hand side of the building.
I need to get this right. You need to make sure it's actually enemy that you're firing onto.
If you need to move about and scan, you can.
With time running out, the assault team have no choice but to fly in blind, leaving them dangerously exposed to enemy fire.
Engage.
So the whole point of a fire support section is to give support for the assaulting section to break through under fire, because clearly they've got no cover.
It's been a washout for Mason, and his unit have taken on casualties.
I want information on the casualty. Didn't have a clue where the enemy was. So what use is a fire support group if he doesn't know where the enemy is? You just turn in rounds to brass, essentially.
Just needed to communicate a bit more. I knew I was in the wrong. I need to do that next time, otherwise I'm putting someone else's life at risk. It's definitely a big thing in, you know, the whole part of the military is communication.
For Sergeant Major Franco, it's a major setback. Had they been on the battlefields of Ukraine, 3 members of C Company would now be dead.
Right, troops. Once contact had been given and that first assault section went in, the section started firing at a random building which the enemy were nowhere near. Remember, there's no fucking ego when it comes to that battlefield. Next time, if you don't know what you're firing at, speak to your commanders. He might call you a dickhead. So what? You're still going to fire at the enemy position at the end of it and potentially save your mucker's life from getting from point A to point B. At the end of the day, the job that we're doing is life and death. We're going to fix the problem that they've had. So if we do go to fucking war, I don't have to bring one of them back in a body bag.
Coming up, a young Fusilier takes control of some serious firepower.
Oh no! Yeah, just fucking awesome. Bricking it quite a bit.
And Franco pushes Mason on a midnight mission.
So for me, it was like pressure. I was thinking, we're doomed.
Let's go! Positions on the right-hand side, go!
The Royal Welsh are an armoured infantry battalion.
Forward, move fast!
Their Wiltshire base is home to the regiment's active troops, as well as 45 warriors. A 30-ton fighting vehicle, equipped with supreme firepower.
As soon as you hear that chain gun singing over the back of your head, you get that warm, fuzzy feeling.
30 soldiers of all ranks have travelled to Lulworth Cove on the south coast.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Bindon Bravo.
They're being selected to qualify as warrior gunners, a vital part of the battle group.
If you do become a major casualty at any point on this range, there'll be an air ambulance if it's a significant injury. Warriors and Challenger 2 tanks are the armoured punch of the British Army, so we need to constantly keep qualifying gunners, so we are set for readiness.
Every soldier in the Royal Welsh must pass this training if they are to stay with the regiment.
If we're to conduct war-fighting operations against, adversaries in Europe, these vehicles and the men crewing them will be the ones who are at the very forefront of that.
For Fusilier Louis Charlton from C Company, This will be his first time inside the Warrior turret.
It is definitely exciting. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to getting in the turret for the first time and letting the rounds go. But at the same time, it's different. You're always going to be anxious when you're doing something new. I think the training that we do here is to make sure that you are ready. And I think we do great training here.
Charlton will be judged by Sergeant Martin Brown on his performance in the gun turret.
Not fire until I give you loaded fire. Happy? Happy?
He'll be assessed on target accuracy on both the chain gun and 30mm cannon.
There's a lot of responsibility in the turret. You're going from being in charge of a rifle to being the man at the end of a trigger that fires a 30mm cannon and a chain gun.
Firing live means there's no room for error.
There's so many things that can go wrong. If a cook-off happens, you'll open it up and it'll implode in your face.
First up, it's the chain gun, capable of firing over 300 rounds per minute. Accuracy on the gun can mean the difference between life or death.
Let's try it. Coax! And to press! And traverse left. Steady, on! Bunker in the open!
Scene, blazing. 335.
That's 300. Loaded fire.
Firing now.
Stop! Right! Stop! Stop!
But Charlton is struggling.
Being in the turret at that point, it's not great. It's cramped and, you know, there's lots to remember. There's a lot of things that, you know, need to be in place for it to go well.
I'm telling you, right. So you go right, and then you get onto the target. Right! Full target. Loaded fire.
Firing now.
Target, kill it! Target, stop! Stop! It's not a rush to get there on there. Once you get on there, then you do what you just did.
His final test is the formidable 30mm cannon. One strike from this could blow up an enemy camp. Charlton must hit a target over 800 meters away.
My goal is just to get as high as I can in the ranking system. I just want to climb the ladder.
Right. Let's try for a 30mm engagement and see how you do. So, Samo, traverse right.
No read.
800. Loaded fire.
Firing now.
Left off target. Elevate and traverse right. Loaded fire. Off target. Wait! Slow it down, mate. I know you want to hit fast. Slow it down.
He's missed two. If he misses a third, he's failed.
Elevate. Add 200. Remember your corrected point of aim.
Firing now.
There we go. Target stop.
It's the news Charlton was hoping for.
That's your shoot complete, mate. That's fucking awesome. Chill out next time you get in the turret. Any questions, come back, queries. Awesome. That's really good.
Fast paced, but in a good way.
Yeah, just fucking awesome.
He's cleared a crucial first hurdle to becoming a qualified gunner, and may have to one day defend his battalion in a real war zone. He's also one step closer to following in his family's footsteps.
I've had a lot of family in the army. On my dad's side, as far back as he can sort of remember. Grandfather in the Scots, my uncle in the parachute regiment. I want to be able to get to that age and tell the stories of things I've done, things that I've achieved. My ambition is literally just to be the best soldier that I can be within the Royal Welsh.
At Maindy Barracks in Cardiff, Goat Major Jacko is getting ready for a big day in the Welsh calendar.
Today it's match day. It's the big game, Wales v England. So we're off now to see the boy. We've got his pack lunch here.
For Regimental Goat Schenkin, it's time to go to work.
Hello, handsome. Oh, you've been lying down again, haven't you? Shanks? Every time Wales play at home, we are at the Principality Stadium. Thank you. Good lad. It's always a love-hate game between the Welsh and the English, so I need to make sure Schenken is calm, is relaxed, and on his best behaviour, and nothing goes wrong. Here we go then, son. Good boy. Bit of a long day for us, as you can imagine.
Jacko and Schenken aren't the only ones representing the Royal Welsh at the game. The regimental band will be coming too. Corporal Matthew Ashmont is a teacher, but on weekends he's a drummer in the regimental band.
Big event today in our calendar. Wales versus England, always a clash of two great teams. So we're at the stadium today playing the anthems, centre of the pitch for 70,000+ fans.
Today's game is going to be loud. The volume of singing, the volume of pyrotechnics, town is going to be buzzing. It'll be a spectacular day, and even better when Wales win.
"40 miles away in the Brecon Beacons, Sergeant Major Franco's C Company are preparing for their next training mission. This exercise is battle critical to get this squad of junior soldiers ready for deployment.
So we're going to be pushing down from our position now where we're located, out the woodblock.
Lance Corporal Mason has another chance to impress his Sergeant Major and show he's ready to climb the ranks.
Make sure you get that route in your head and you understand the plan properly before we move off this location, right? You know that you're a very junior Lance Corporal. I mean, they're also taking a punt on you. You've got this week now to prove yourself that you're up to that task. Okay, so don't let us down and don't let yourself down. That starts tonight.
Mason is leading a night patrol to hunt down the enemy, ready for an early morning ambush.
It's a really tough kid. Like I said, we have thrown him into the deep end. He's never been in charge of a section before, and he's never navigated a section from point A to point B at night before.
Bricking it quite a bit. Just got to stay vigilant all the way throughout. Yeah, I've never actually done it recce on my own, so I was just like, oh, I want to get there, get back, and prove to him that I can be the section commander, I can do that job.
So the ultimate goal for Corporal Mason tonight is to see the enemy but not be seen himself. If he is seen by that enemy and in contacted in any way, he has failed that appointment. Okay, you need to ignore me. I'm a ghost. This would be the first time Corporal Mason has met with the choice that he's got to make. He can either take the easy option, which is to follow this road all the way down, or he can take the harder option and less obvious, is there's a track that goes off in front of that woodblock, keeping him covered the whole way down. Yeah, and he's done it. He's broke left. So you can see straight away, he's obviously thought about his route selection, and he's gone for the harder option of go off track and stay away from the main metal road, keeping himself covered from view from the enemy. So, really good effort so far.
But navigating at night is not straightforward.
Being in the dark, it puts a big limitation. So when I'm looking at the map going, right, there's 4 wood blocks here, but there's only one. Which one is it? I need to make sure that it's the right wood block.
Finding the right location has cost Mason valuable time.
It is now 23:19, so he's got just over 2.5 hours left to get himself back to the harbour location, and he hasn't even done the recce yet, so time is really, really tight.
Under pressure, Mason makes a rookie error.
If you look to the top of the tree line now, you might just see a glimmer of white light. Clearly he's doing a check nav. What he's going to be doing is getting into as low ground as possible and keeping himself concealed, and then getting a little bit of red light out. He's lit himself up like a Christmas tree.
The lads were constantly like, can we stop? We're going to be late. The lads were falling. I was just like, we're going to be here all night at this rate. I was thinking, we're doomed.
In a war zone, giving away their location could be fatal.
And if anyone was walking past this road, all they've got to do is turn left, notice something at the top and investigate, and if he gets attacked, that's the end of the mission.
For Franco, this is an instant fail.
He needs to stop fucking around now. He can see the block that he needs to go to. He's still doing whatever he's doing. It looks like he's having a picnic.
Check fire! Check fire! Check fire!
Coming up.
Where the fuck are they going? Mason!
It's make or break time for Lance Corporal Mason.
I was just thinking, I've messed up here.
Check fire! Check fire!
And it's Schenkin's time to shine.
Can you answer? You're a good boy.
Deep in the Brecon Beacons, Sergeant Major Franco's C Company are facing their toughest test yet. A platoon attack on an enemy-held farmhouse. Mason's final task as section commander is to use the intel from his recce to lead a unit of 6 men on the raid.
Right, next, Sarge, push up, let's go.
But after a late night, he's having to dig deep.
When I got back from the recce, I've got 2 hours and I'm straight up for the orders and then I'm straight out the door. I was really tired, but I just had to push through it and make sure that I'm not slacking in any way to show to my section, otherwise it looks bad on myself.
It's really important Corporal Mason doesn't overextend himself and start punching forward. It's something that's common with section commanders, is that they'll see an enemy position and they just want to go for it. It's really important that he keeps his composure, holds that line and waits to be tasked by his platoon commander before doing anything stupid.
Let's spread out now, okay? Yeah. Now you're going to be the next assaulting section after them, aren't you?
Adrenaline pumping, like it was real. I was like, I'm ready to get this platoon attack done.
Lads, push on, let's go! Where the fuck are they going?
Mason! You're fucking observing, not assaulting! Mason! Check fire! Check fire! Check fire! Check fire!
Mason's done what Franco predicted.
Move. Mason! On the fence line observing! You lot, get fucking up here!
I was just thinking, I've messed up here.
Now we've got 3 people in an area that's unsecure.
Corporal Mason saw an enemy position to his front. He wasn't given permission to launch, but he launched anyway. This clearly annoyed his platoon commander. It's really important that section commanders listen to their platoon commander and don't overstretch past what they've been told to do.
By some miracle, Mason's unit get to the farmhouse unscathed. Now they must clear the building, and this time failure isn't an option.
So the pressures you got is clearing that doorway and getting through. And then you've got upstairs to worry about as well. You don't know whether people just getting into different rooms. All comes down to your training and taking everything on board. We're firing blank, but I know with myself I'm thinking, well, bullets flying over your head. If this was real, I'd be dead.
Mission accomplished.
Building clear over.
They've taken the farmhouse and secured the perimeter.
Go, 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 go!
To complete the mission, everyone must evacuate quickly, leaving no one behind.
We do all this training for a reason. We have to make sure we get everything right. So when we do go for a reel, it's 100% there.
Well done, boys, well done.
It's also given him a taste of what war could be like.
It is daunting going to war. For me, I'd love to, but then again, is that decision going to change when I get there, when there's bullets flying over your head and people are getting killed?
It's Corporal Mason's first time being a section commander. Unfortunately for him, it didn't go the way that he wanted it to go. What this is going to do for Corporal Mason is show him how difficult and how much a section commander has actually got to think about going forward.
I think I've achieved enough. It was a big experience for myself to go ahead and do it, so I'm happy with how it went.
For Franco, this exercise has been a crucial step in preparing for war.
It's probably another 4 to 6 months of training to get them really competent.
Get into that fucking tree line.
I have got a very inexperienced company. I've got a huge job to mentor these junior soldiers on how to best live and fight. But I do that for my own pride, my own want, other than what those above me want, because I care, but nowhere near as much as actually hoping that my guys are the best they can be. I'm confident, if asked, we'll be able to defend.
In the Principality Stadium, it's 2.5 hours to kick off.
Good lad. Can you answer?
But Jacko and Schenkin are already on the job.
Yeah, little walk, get his steps in, see? What we're doing is getting him familiar with the surrounding areas. We'll be back out a little bit later as the stadium starts to fill up, to get him slowly used to the sheer volume of this fantastic stadium. He's in plain clothes at the moment. Come on in. He likes the crowds, loves his photo being taken. He's a poser. What do you expect? Good boy.
Backstage, the regimental band are doing their final sound checks.
Got a medley of choirs, typically 2 or 3 male voice choirs, sometimes a mixed choir, and it's the first time that they'll come together to rehearse. This is a really important part before the event, to make sure the timing, the pitch, the harmonies are all in place ready for the game.
With the stadium almost full, it's nearly showtime.
Shall we get dressed? Come on in. I'll jump in the back of the trailer with him. In we go then, son. Let me in. There's a good boy. Can you answer? You're a good boy. I'll place his coat on him. He knows when he's got his coat on, he knows it's work time. And then put on all his silver horns. Once he's ready, helmet, gloves, and we're good to go.
Quick, march!
And as the band head out on the pitch, Goat Major Jacko and Schenkin face their fans.
Crowds loved him. As soon as Schenkin marched out to the Dragon's Mouth and onto the pitch, they all cheered and clapped. All good. It's probably one of the greatest honours anybody would ever get. It is an absolute privilege and an honour to be able to march onto that pitch. You mean, I'm 5'6". I'm marching out on that pitch. I'm 7 foot tall. I'm in no rush to retire. If the army could still employ me at 70, I'd still be marching out at 70.
Next time,
Right, get down!
the Fusiliers are pushed to their limits.
I'll crawl across that fucking line if I have to.
The regimental boxing team come out fighting. And a commanding officer must prove himself to his troops.
There is definitely pressure on you. I've got to be able to do this just as much as they do.
Fine now.